Hey everyone, so today is a new day in South Carolina. It's beautiful, it's hot, and we are removing some limbs and some vines. Philip is out there working hard. I was actually in the garage working on something else, but eventually needed to go out and help him because those vines were wrapped way up in a couple of trees. So they went up one and went to another. These vines are vicious. Some of them have thorns, but it's all good. We're working on it. We got to remove the trees at some point, and so it's pretty important that we get these vines out of the trees so that way he can go ahead and cut them down. Most of them weren't connected anymore, but still had green leaves. It was very weird. But I guess if you know anything about it, you probably understand why. I don't know. Usually when you cut something from its life source, it turns brown. So it was very strange. But either way, we worked very hard and got a lot done. And I know it doesn't look like much, but we got a lot done. So eventually, after we get the trees out of this little berm area and all of these vines and whatever else is growing in it, I want to replant it, but with trees that are not eaten by bugs or rotting in some way. I think part of the problem were these vines. The vines, I think, were not letting the trees have enough light. And so there's a lot of dead limbs, and then just the very top of the tree has something. It's very weird. But we've been experiencing a lot of branches falling out of trees and just stuff, and the branches are rotten. And so we know that there's a bigger problem with these trees. So I would like to, I don't know, plant some crepe myrtles, or, well, and I should say because there's definitely going to be some crepe myrtles back there. I love this tree. The crepe myrtles are so pretty, and actually Philip and I fell in love with these trees before we knew they even flowered. We saw them in December and in March, and they had this smooth, pretty bark. It's like this light brown, pretty smooth bark, and we were like, what is this tree? So we found out that they're called crepe myrtles, and they flower, and I was like, what? That's even better. So plan on putting some of those in there, and then just some other plants, maybe some hydrangeas, or I don't know, something like that, because I love flowers with lots of petals, so maybe even some roses. We'll see what happens. But I plan on doing something to it other than what it is. It is a mess right now, and so it would be nice to get it cleared up, cleaned out, and replant it with stuff that I can see from my kitchen window and enjoy. So we went to work under these two sweet gum trees, which that's new for us. Moving from New Mexico to Colorado and then now to South Carolina, there's a big difference in plants. And so these trees get so tall. It is a soft wood. It's not something that I could cut down and use to build anything. So bummer. No, it's okay. But we were trying to get all these vines out of this tree, and they were all the way to the top of these two trees. And then the trees are close together with foliage in between, kind of like thicker. I don't know if it was pieces of trees that were growing or what. But after we had the brush hog done, there was a lot of shorter stuff left behind in between a lot of stuff, especially something as skinny as this. And so we were struggling to get stuff out of there. I ended up taking the rake to it, but we also used our Milwaukee hacksaw. I don't know how it says hacksaw on it, but I'm just going to call it a hacksaw. But it worked really well. It was kind of a nice little tool that you could just kind of pop in there and use. So eventually we bring that out and start cutting some stuff, and then raked up the mess underneath. That's pretty much it. And here are the before and afters. I hope you enjoyed, and we have more videos to come. So stay tuned and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.